All right, hello. So, no sushi run this morning. I thought I would do a different kind of video. This is actually more of a, I guess, I feel like the commentary would be better if I actually, um, you know, cast it over a game that I already played. So, here's a recording of a game. I just kind of did it silently. I didn't say anything during the game. So, we're just going to play this video and I'll talk through the video as I go. So, as you can see, we're playing Mega Man with Ryu and Phoenix Wright as assists. Um, we have a 2x3 and a 2x2 setup. I'm using a new recorder too to be able to do this. So you can see there's sort of this orange blur on the right side, and that's just the recorder um, playing. And I'll pause the video to describe things. All right, so here we go. Our opponent was Jill. Okay, let's pause it here. Okay, so to explain the strategy to begin with, you can look at Jill's drop pattern, and you just want to focus on the bottom row because chances are they're not going to be dropping anything above the second row until probably middle to late match. So what you want to do at the beginning of the match is try to build according to the bottom row of their drop pattern. And from left to right, Jill's drop pattern is on the bottom is yellow, red, green, blue, yellow, red. So what we want to focus on is the two columns in the third and the fourth columns, the green and the blue. Um, and so what we want to do is put green blocks in the second column and blue blocks in the fifth column. That way, when Jill does her drops, you'll get greens in the third column and blues in the fourth, and that will complete your 2x3 green blocks and your 2x3 blue blocks. One other thing that I want to do is decide, okay, at this point, which color block do I want to bookmark? So essentially, which one do I want to build a really big assembly of blocks? For X, because he's blue affinity, I get a big big boost of damage as a bonus for doing a blue block or breaking a blue block. So what I would like to do in this match is to build a big blue block or a big collection of blue blocks, I should say. You really don't want to build any bigger than 2x3 because I don't get a bonus for breaking. I don't get bonus damage for breaking, power gem bigger than 2x3. So I want to build many 2x3 blue blocks. On the left side, what I'm building is the green block. I can probably break that real quick. I don't need to assemble a collection of them. So that's the goal. Now, that's the goal to start. Most matches don't end up like that. So let's start the match and let's see what I did, and then we can talk about the mistakes and the errors that I made. So the first thing I get is a blue block. So as you can see, I'm going to put the blue block on the right side. The blue ends up in the fifth column. The next block is a yellow and a green. So I'm going to put on the left. I'm going to put it on the left side because I want the green blocks in the second column. All right. So the third block here, oh, you saw it, was a green and a blue. And so in that situation, I put it right down the middle because that way I use both of those colors efficiently. So and then I dropped another green on the left. Here's another double green that I dropped on the left. So you can see at this point I'm starting to make my green 2x3, and with that drop right there, and I know if you have a hard time telling the difference between red and green, that was a red and green block. I dropped the red into sort of a trash pile that's building up, and the green fell into place to make a 2x3 green block on the left side. The blue 2x3 is starting to get built. You can see the L shape forming. I only need two more blue blocks to make it a 2x3. Now, the blocks that are missing from the blue 2x3, Jill could complete for me as she drops timer gems, because remember, she drops blue timer gems in that fourth column. So let's just keep going. So now I'm gonna okay, so now you can see I'm starting to form my bookmark of blues. And what I'm talking about here is in that fifth column, I'm starting to stack up a lot of blues. But after the third blue, I put a gem of a different color. In this case, I chose green, which is actually kind of a bad idea, and it's going to lead to a mistake later by me. And we'll talk about that when I get there. And then on top of that gem of a different color, I'm going to stack another 3 blue blocks. That way, when Jill starts dropping blue blocks in the fourth column, it's going to start completing this assembly of 2x3 blue blocks. Let's continue. So I destroyed the red 2x3 that I made there. All right, so you see Jill just dropped a blue timer gem, just dropped another blue timer gem. Now here's my mistake. I used the diamond to destroy green, and I had forgotten that I had set green as the gem of a different color to separate my blue blocks. All right, so now when I break that blue block, it's just one giant blue block. I still do the same damage as a 2x3, but I just broke a 2x5 or a 2x6. I could have had two 2x3s worth of damage, and each 2x3 does about 500 damage. So I could have done 1,000 damage, but I only did 500 because I broke a giant blue block instead of two separate 2x3 blue blocks. All right. So let's continue. So now I know I messed up, but I look at the life and I know, okay, Jill doesn't have I don't have much life left. Jill doesn't have much life left. We're both really squishy. So really at this point, it's just about who can get to super the fastest. So we need to charge up our super meter now and try to get there as fast as we can. So she's still breaking. I don't think she's very far from super. So she's not going for super. She's trying to kill me with her skill gems. I reach my super because I have Phoenix Right charging, and just because X doesn't take that much to charge his super, and I win because I raced the super first. So she tried to kill me with power gems, and I tried to kill her with a super, and I did. So that's how that game worked out. In retrospect, I should have made my I shouldn't have broken green for with a diamond. I should have broken like a yellow or a red because that would have preserved the blue bookmarks, the blue 2x3 bookmark gems that I was trying to make. Anyways, okay, well, that's the video. That's, something that, restarting the video there. So mistakes, lessons learned for next time. Anyways, okay, I'm going to stop this. You're going to see this orange thing record.